Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in our Elden Ring walkthrough. We are just ripping through content right now. We had 18. I want to say 18 bosses left at the start of last episode. We just took out 4, and we're gonna take out, I guess, technically 3 in this episode. So that means we've just got a few more bosses left before the end of the game. So we are ripping through this. If you're tuning in for the first time in this episode, you need to go back and watch our previous episode where we picked up a whole bunch of pieces of loot here. Because you're gonna miss a lot of loot if you're just now picking up this episode. You're like, oh, we're gonna do all the stuff. It's like, well, we already got a bunch of the loot, and we're not gonna play around with all the rest of this stuff. Picking up loot. Now you can use your Ashen Summon and fight all these guys. They do drop a decent amount of runes, so it's not that it's not worth it, but they do a significant amount of bleed buildup, and as you saw, there was a lot of them, and they just keep coming. We have other stuff that we also have to do. So let's go ahead and deal with this white mask invader here. Get out of that. Okay, so now this bird decided to come and play. These birds are very dangerous. They're a lot more dangerous than the other crows that we normally fight. And like, let's say Kaled. They have a lot more health. They do a lot more damage. So don't play around with them. Just do what you got to do. They also have this ability to fake going into a vulnerable state. But if you've put enough things into a vulnerable state before, you kind of know better than to fall for that, because they don't, when they fake the sound, they don't have the gold, weak spot indicator. So we're gonna come back here. We're gonna kill these blood dogs. We're gonna get invaded by White Mask again. So this is the second invasion. There's 3 total. Another bird is here. We don't want to fight that, so we're running away. We're just going to mount up on Torrent, and we're going to run away from the bird. He's real fast. We want to grab this cookbook here, run away. Grab the glovewort. Grab the rock grease. We're getting invaded again. Hopefully that bird doesn't stick around, because we don't want... Oh, we're probably going to die here. We don't want to deal with the white mask and this bird at the same time. Yeah, so we're going to die here. That was unfortunate. I did not think that that bird would follow us all the way over there. But there's a shortcut to get back there, so we're going to go ahead and take the shortcut. And then we're going to kill that bird before we go deal with that invasion. All right, here's the bird. God damn it. My timing is way off for some reason today. I don't understand it. Well, now we have no runes to go pick up. So that's fine. So that is... So since this is the streaming character... you can tell by the name. So there's the name. So this is the streaming character. That 80,000 runes we just lost brings our total of lost runes to 280,000. So that first one there, that was the fake vulnerable. You could tell because he was still on his feet. And there was no weak spot. Alright, so we're going to get our third invasion here. And from here we don't need to deal with anything else, right? We can just stay after this invasion. We can just stay on torrent. All right, we're gonna get our war surgeon and our white mask. All right, so there's that, and now we can just stay on torrent and just pick up all of the loot that we need to grab, and we don't have to worry about the birds or the dogs or nothing. Just come over here, grab the stone sword key, grab the talisman, grab your hold on. Ah, god damn it, we got stuck. Oh, that's funny. We got stuck. All right, again. One more time. We gotta go pick up our paltry runes. Well, let me make sure I've activated this. It would be just a lot easier if I just fought them. But they are annoying to fight. They're extraordinarily annoying. And so check this out, right? If I wanted to make up the runes that I lost, we could. The birds, they give like 13k each. And the Albinurics there, they give quite a few runes themselves. And we have an entire room filled with them. And we can just pop our Ashen Summon. So I died for Glovewort 9 and some holy grease. So we're gonna come back here, grab an arterial leaf, and we're gonna head out. And honestly, we're just gonna go back up to the grace that we just came from. But no, seriously. You know, we have the time. We've got... This is the only thing I have planned for this video. And Ordina, right? I guess technically we don't have the time because Ordina takes a minute. But let's go farm back up our 80,000 runes. So we need to get to, let's say we need to get to 100k. 100k runes, right? We can just kill all these dudes. And once we kill all these dudes, we'll be back up where we should be. Once we get down here, we can summon Mimic, and that will make killing these guys that much easier. Then summon Mimic. Well, not easier, just faster. Once we get over here, they're just going to start coming out of the water. Just basically non-stop. And that's another reason why you don't want to fight them. Because they will just do this spike rolly thing and just instantly bleed and kill you. So, but we're doing good. We'll go ahead and get some more. Alright, so without even picking up the runes that we lost, we went from 0 runes to 5,100 runes. Alright, so we're gonna grab our Mimic again. Get out of the way of all the crazy. All right. So now we're up to 133,000. And there's still more. Let's keep it going. You got this entire procession of them out here. Come on, Mimic, where you at, buddy? All right. Now we're at 170. All right, when we get up here, though, we kind of want to be a little bit more careful. Because you can see this guy right here with the big stick. He summons up a giant skeleton. Once he dies, the skeleton goes away. But that skeleton can do a lot of damage, potentially, before you can kill that Albinuric. Alright, you see there's another one right over here in the shadows. You can barely see him. But he's there. Get him down. You see there's another one there. Alright, and he's dead. And there's one more right up there on the hill. Alright, and then he's dead. And now we have 184,000 runes, which is almost the 200,000 rune total that I had lost throughout the entire game. So, there you go. That's some runes for you. We got all of our runes back. Alright, now we're just going to go up here to the Dynasty Mausoleum midpoint. Now that we're done screwing off. We're going to activate this. Oh, it's already activated. All right, that's fine. We're going to come over here, and we're going to invade White Mask Varre's world. And we're going to kill Varre.
You seek violence, heedless of my warning, though you have been raised to an of the dynasty. To the very depths of my being, I'll ensure you why. Christ, I just know.
Get ourselves a rune arc. And then we're going to go here and talk to him.
Oh, please cry, please.
Talk to him again. Get your festering bloody finger and the Varre's bouquet. Was it bouquet? All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to hold off on that. We don't need to spend our runes right now. We want to equip this claymore, but we don't want sacred. I've found that vacuum slice works really good here. So we're going to go ahead and switch our Astrovore to that. All right. And now, oh, we also want to mix our physic flask. Flasks. Nope. Mix wondrous physic. We want this to be the purifying crystal tier. Okay. And then we're just going to go up here. We're going to ride this elevator up. And we're going to go ahead and let the cutscene play.
Dearest Mikola, you must abide alone a while. Welcome, honored guest, to the birthplace of our dynasty.
All right. We're going to summon Mimic. We're going to pop our flask. We're going to use one of these. Buff our Claymore. And the reason why we're not using our Claymore, or the reason why we're not using Bloodhound's Fang, is because this is the Lord of Blood. And the Bloodhound's Fang does bleed. So, using the Bloodhound's Fang would just make him stronger. every time bleed procs. So we're just not going to proc bleed. We don't need it. He's dead. We don't need Bloodhound's Fang. Alright. But it makes our life a lot easier. And there's a cool 420,000 runes. So we're definitely going to spend those. We're going to go ahead and rest of the grace. We want to switch our physic back. Opaline hard tier. Level up. Put as many as we can into endurance. There's Lita. We're not going to talk to Lita yet. Go ahead and re-equip Bloodhound's Fang. Also, while we're here, we're going to get ready to do Ordina, since that's coming up next. We want to get our Sentry's Torch. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and teleport back to Ordina, Liturgical Town. And we're going to go ahead and run outside Ordina here real quick, because there is some loot we can pick up. You can see loot hanging there. There's some other loot just laying around. So this is an Everjail, right? But, come on. Why can't I ride Torrent right now? But you can grab this loot inside the Everjail if you want to. In some cases, it's easier to grab the loot inside the Everjail. In some cases, it's more difficult to grab the loot inside the Everjail. What it is, though, is inside the Everjail, we're going to be shot at by Albinuric archers. And they do a lot of damage. And so it's going to be more annoying to grab this loot inside. So we're just going to grab it outside, and then we don't have to worry about it. And also, we can use this time. I'm going to show you the path. So the first one, we have to light fires. The first one is right over here on the other side. And the second one we're going to do is right up there in that tower. That's the third one up there. And right there, that's the fourth one. So that's basically how we're going to approach this. But the path is going to be real. It's a real simple path. It's the easiest way that I've found to do this. Right? So there's the first one. So you're going to start right there. You're going to come down here. You're going to grab that. You're going to run down there, hop up on that wall, that roof, cross that roof, cross this roof, go up here, hit that, come back down, hop over the edge there, climb this ladder, light this, hop down here, and then you're basically just going to follow this path, right? You're going to come down here. You're going to come across this. You're going to cross that roof. You're going to go up there, light that. Right, that's it. One and done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Except, of course, the Albinurics shooting at you with fucking death bows. It does a lot of damage. Like, a lot of it's like, it does, like all bows, the closer you are to the target, it does more damage. And there's two Albinuric archers on this roof. One on this side, one on this side. We only need to kill this one here. But as we get closer, she's just going to be absolutely destroying us with that bow. And it's not even going to be funny. You'll see once we get in here at the very beginning of the next episode, how terrible this is, and why I was like not super chuffed about starting this at the start of the next episode, because it is so terrible. It might take us a couple attempts to get through here, but after we get through here, that's it. We're in the Halig tree. This opens up the Halig tree right here. So, and once we're in the Halig tree, like, that's basically it for bosses too, right? So there's 2 bosses in the Halig tree, Loretta and Melania, and then there's 1, 2, 3, plus an invasion, so technically 4, 5 bosses in Fair Missoula, right? So that's 7. And then you've got Gideon, Godfrey, Radigan. That's 10, plus Elden Beast is 11. So we have 11 bosses left to cover, and then we're done. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, go back to the liturgical town. I think we have enough to level. If not, we're close. Like every other Everjail, if you die inside the Everjail, your runes are just kicked out. We need 40k. So no, we can't level, but that's okay. Your runes are kicked out when you die. The only difference between this and other Everjails is that if you die in here, you have to go to the spot where you died to pick up your runes. You can do that on the outside of the Everjail. It doesn't matter. It's just a little bit more of a pain than other Everjails to pick up your runes, but it's fine. So we'll get to that in the next episode, and I will see you all then.